The Book of the Damned, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 21d. Report of the British Association, 1861, page 30. That, upon June 18, 1845, according to the Malta Times, from the brig Victoria, about 900 miles east of Odolia, Asia Minor, 36 degrees 40 minutes 56 seconds, north latitude, 13 degrees 44 minutes 36 seconds east longitude, 3 luminous bodies were seen to issue from the sea, at about half a mile from the vessel. They were visible about 10 minutes. The story was never investigated, but other accounts that seem acceptably to be other observations upon this same sensational spectacle came in, as if of their own accord, and were published by Professor Baden-Powell. One is a letter from a correspondent at Mount Lebanon. He describes only 2 luminous bodies. Apparently they were 5 times the size of the moon. Each had appendages, or they were connected by parts that are described as sail-like or streamer-like, looking like large flags blown out by a gentle breeze. The important point here is not only suggestion of structure, but duration. The duration of meteors is a few seconds. Duration of 15 seconds is remarkable, but I think there are records up to half a minute. This object, if it were all one object, was visible at Mount Lebanon about 1 hour. An interesting circumstance is that the appendages did not look like trains of meteors, which shine by their own light, but seemed to shine by light from the main bodies. About 900 miles west of the position of the Victoria is the town of Odolia, Asia Minor. At about the time of the observation reported by the captain of the Victoria, the Reverend F. Hollett, Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, was in Odolia. He, too, saw this spectacle, and sent an account to Professor Baden-Powell. In his view it was a body that appeared and then broke up. He places duration at 20 minutes to half an hour. In the report of the British Association, 1860, page 82, the phenomenon was reported from Syria and Malta as 2 very large bodies nearly joined. Report of the British Association, 1860, page 77. That, at Cherbourg, France, January 12, 1836, was seen a luminous body, seemingly 2/3 the size of the moon. It seemed to rotate on an axis. Central to it there seemed to be a dark cavity. 4 other accounts, all indefinite, but distortable into data of wheel-like objects in the sky. See Nature, Volume 22, page 617, London Times, October 15, 1859. Nature, Volume 21, page 225, Monthly Weather Review, 1883, page 264. Astronomy, 1894, page 157. That, upon the morning of December 20, 1893, an appearance in the sky was seen by many persons in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. A luminous body passed overhead, from west to east, until at about 15 degrees in the eastern horizon, it appeared to stand still for 15 or 20 minutes. According to some descriptions it was the size of a table. To some observers it looked like an enormous wheel. The light was a brilliant white. Acceptably it was not an optical illusion. The noise of its passage through the air was heard. Having been stationary, or having seemed to stand still 15 or 20 minutes, it disappeared, or exploded. No sound of explosion was heard.